So welcome everybody to another episode of Pigskin Pirates. We've been kind of cutting up about this one, but we're going to be doing the Missouri Tigers for the 2026 season. this, this is how I called them a clone of South Carolina, but it seems like Missouri and South Carolina have a lot in common when it comes to their football performance. They're never bad and they're never really super good outside of maybe that season here or there. They're just there. That kind of sums them up.
Getting rid of the bad team first, so that's good.
They're ranked, and the funny part is they might actually be good. They got we were looking up their roster. They got Austin Simmons from Ole Miss transferred in. They got one of the best running backs in the SEC. They've got a decent defense. And they got some good receivers. So I would be surprised if. We were talking about this. If they win 10 games, Collin, what'd you say you're going to do?
If they win, you know what? Forget it. If they win 9 games, I will buzz my hair.
There we go.
Get rid of all of my hair. I can see 6 losses, and I will serve it, if not more. If they at least go 9-3, I will buzz my hair. So serious.
Love that. That's awesome.
Do they still have Eli Drinkowitz? Yeah, he shot down Florida. He stay at Missouri. Hey, they might have a shot. They won 10 games. So it was a couple years ago. They beat Ohio State in that bowl game. So yeah, they might have a shot, Collin. We got the bet on YouTube now.
Ooh.
Sorry, you and I got to think about
it. I see them winning like 7 games.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best they could do.
Yeah, I had him 7-5, but we'll see. So let's start out.
Ew.
Arkansas, Pine Bluff, they'll win that. Kansas could be tricky, but I think they'll win. Kansas was pretty good last year. That actually was a good game. If you watched it, I watched it last year. The Border War.
That was a knockout drag out, man. That was a shootout.
Which we were joking about. I might drop a blooper clip, but there's a lot of Civil War references to the Missouri-Kansas game, with Missouri being on the Confederate side with how their mascot stuff, and Kansas being the Union side of the Jayhawks. So that's why they call it the Border War. It references an actual real conflict in the United States history. So yeah, way to do a sports rivalry based on a real conflict people died in. So you got the Border War between Kansas and Missouri. And I'm glad that game's played. They should play them every year, in my opinion. That's a fun college rivalry. But tough, tricky game for them. I think they'll win that. Troy, they'll beat them. Mississippi State, I mean, it could be tricky for them. What's that? The coach's name that Mississippi State, the one that he comes from the same tree as Heupel.
Oh, is it Stoops?
No,
Dan Mullen.
No,
did he go back?
No, it's not Dan Mullen. Golly, we can't.
For Mississippi State, I thought he went back.
We got to look this up for the Mississippi State. No, he's been there. It'll be his 3rd season there. He's from the same system. He played under Heupel at one point when Heupel was at UCF. Kind of like the guy at Auburn, Alex Golish is from the Heupel system too. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember. But yeah, Mississippi State, their offense at times last year had flashes, so they could scare. I might have had Missouri losing this one. I had Mississippi State beating a few people because I think they'll be better this year. But Florida, Missouri should beat them. A&M, I don't think Missouri will win that one, but who knows? Ole Miss, they'll lose that. And Arkansas, they should beat Arkansas, but that's isn't that one of their rivals, I guess, now?
Yeah, it's been their rival since they joined the SEC for some reason.
They've been trying to make it a rivalry.
Yeah, just look at those ticket prices alone. Like how cheap they are. You can just tell.
$17.
I mean, yeah, you can just tell.
Troy costs more than Arkansas. You can go. Troy, a Sunbelt team, costs more than the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Well, I would say Arkansas used to be at that South Carolina, Missouri level, but they're not getting to Vanderbilt level before Vanderbilt had Clark Lee. They're terrible.
Arkansas Pine Bluff costs more money than an Arkansas Missouri game. You cannot look at me and tell me that is a rivalry. That is a mild hatred for you. That is mild discomfort.
Man.
Hey, Arkansas is not that far of a drive. You would discount college football. There you go.
So yeah, guys, I think that's it for Missouri schedule.
Texas, Georgia, and they got Kentucky.
Look, we're all laughing now, but then we just wait.
Watch him beat Texas and then go down to Athens and win at Georgia. Then Collin have to shave his head.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll have Collin's face.
Don't even joke. Don't even joke.
They'll beat Kentucky. I'll say that. They'll beat Kentucky. That's a team they should play. To me, Kentucky, Missouri sounds like a good rivalry. Like they seem like basketball schools. But they'll beat them. I don't know. I think they'll be competitive. I think they could. They'll obviously they're a bowl team right here. I feel like they're just like another South Carolina. They'll scare people.
Yeah.
There's somebody on their schedule. I'm calling it right now. There's somebody that they'll beat on this schedule that nobody expects them to beat. Maybe it's I remember I was talking about Texas because Texas have LSU right after. Maybe it's Texas. I don't know. They'll beat somebody. Mark my words. They'll beat somebody on their schedule that we're going to be like, how did they win that game? And I have a feeling they'll do that. But
it's like Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if Oklahoma falls apart, I think they'll beat them. I think Oklahoma's. This is going to be an important season for them. You can go back to everybody can go back and watch the Oklahoma review while I explain how they could potentially fall apart on that front end of their schedule. But this is an interesting schedule. Yeah, I think too many of the Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, A&M, Ole Miss, too many of the really good teams on here to feel like that they can make the playoff or do anything big. But I think they can be a spoiler, kind of like I was talking about Tennessee earlier. This team reads spoiler. I think Tennessee have a better record than them, but who knows? We got it on camera though. If they win 9 games, Sawyer, any final thoughts on Missouri?
7-5. That's
That's
going to be their record, man. 7-5. They're going to beat Kentucky, and they're going to beat the first half of their schedule up there. They're going to beat Florida, I think.
Yeah.
Then lost A&M, lost at home, win Arkansas, lose Texas, Georgia, lost. Maybe lose Oklahoma.
Yeah, they should start 5-0. They can easily start 5-0 with that schedule. But
they should. Unless Kansas has something to prove and says, you know what? Nah.
I think Kansas won the real war.
Yeah.
Collin, you're up.
Oh, man.
If you're a Missouri fan, go ahead and cover your ears. Okay. You know, it is as much I was bashing Missouri, they're not even that. Like I don't hate Missouri. They're just they're a school. They're just a college. So they're just a football team. On that note, they suck. And I don't mean they suck like how Kentucky sucks or Arkansas sucks. I mean they suck like how Iowa sucks, how Penn State. They can't get over the hump. End of story. They can't. You'll see like a few years ago they were ranked like 11th in the country and like, oh my gosh, they're so good. They can make a run for the playoffs. And then they play Georgia and they get their butt handed to them. Like it's just one of those schools. They're if you have to sit there and think, oh, they might lose to Kansas, stop. They might lose to. I could see 7 losses. They could lose to Kansas. They could lose to Florida. They could lose to A&M. They could lose to Ole Miss. They could lose to Georgia. They could lose to Texas. They could lose to Oklahoma. The list goes on and on. I could see, I guess, 5 losses. That's being generous.
Yeah,
7-5.
And yeah, people forget. This is the team that people forget they're even in the SEC. Them and like I said, they're South Carolina Junior, or maybe South Carolina's Missouri Junior. I don't know, but the two of them can they're basically on the same wavelengths. They're never really that bad, and they're never really that good. They're just there, and that's basically what we might get this year too. They'll probably be there, but I think they'll beat somebody. They'll beat somebody. Well, mark my words, they'll beat somebody that nobody expects. Thank you, guys. We're going to continue dropping more and more of these videos. So this was the Missouri Tigers review. Had us kind of laughing both before the camera and during the camera and after with this team because. Especially Collin and his viewpoints on the Missouri. But we're going to jump in. Probably keep going through the various teams. Actually, we have just this one. This was the last of the Big 12 SEC teams for us to do, which all of them are ranked, surprisingly, and they all play each other this year. So be interested to see. But we're probably going to be jumping through and going to either LSU or the Mississippi's. Keep going down the poll as well. Thank you, everyone.